Did you know it's now legal to carry a concealed weapon on campus? We'll explain.
Who thought of the Power C fire pit on Chamberlain Field? The answer may surprise you.
And Mocs meet the donors who generously funded their scholarship. Welcome to this weekend's edition of Mocs News. I'm Allie Davenport.
And I'm Shayne Perry. Mocs News starts now.
Happy 130th birthday to our university. UTC celebrated its Founders Day on Thursday with students, faculty, and staff from the past and the present. Chancellor Steve Engel spoke at the event. He explained how the university is helping students excel. Engel also said UTC is connecting with the community in new ways.
We're constantly striving to serve our students better as we drive to excellence as an institution. Each of us at UTC has one of the most important jobs in the world. We impact the future each and every day because we have the future of our society on our campus, in our classrooms.
The event celebrated the reopening of Chamberlain Field, and we found out the newly completed fire pit was a former student's idea. UTC alum Nathaniel Harlan returned to campus to see the Power C that he envisioned years ago.
Approach them about what can we do to increase our school spirit. You know, we want to brand the Power C, we wear the t-shirts, but there's nothing really on campus that we can cling to and say, hey, this is our spot for students.
Bucky Wolford is a former UTC football player. He shared a special memory from when Chamberlain Field was a stadium.
My wife was a majorette, and the first time I ever saw her was about right directly behind us. We had come up from McClellan Gym dressing room that we had at that time to practice right before a game. The band was up here practicing beforehand, and they were marching downfield, and she was up in front with her baton, twirling, and that was the most beautiful lady I'd ever seen in my life.
Once the ribbon was cut, the field was officially open. People celebrated with cake and refreshments.
For the first time, UTC students came together with scholarship donors to celebrate their generosity.
Our Gigi Powers tells us more about the first ever scholarship luncheon.
Hi, I'm Gigi Powers with Mocs News. UTC held a scholarship luncheon Tuesday in the McClellan Gym. Faculty, students, donors, and their families came together to celebrate the students who were awarded these scholarships and the donors who made it possible. We caught up with some of the donors to see what they had to say.
You know, it makes me realize how important it is that, you give to something that's going to live after you're gone.
And live on their contributions will. These scholarships not only helped many students finish paying for their education, but they also made it possible for some of the recipients to even continue theirs. UTC junior Kristen Thomas is one of those students.
This past year has been a very hard year financially. One of my goals in life is to be a music teacher, and it was becoming really hard to make it happen with my income and my parents' income. And so getting the scholarship was more than just a scholarship for me. It was more of someone helping me to achieve my goals and achieve my dreams of helping other people learn music. So it was very, very, very amazing.
Kristen Thomas is just one of the many students whose dreams were able to continue because of the scholarships they received. UTC has many scholarship opportunities like the one Thomas and other recipients received. For more information regarding deadlines and applications, check out the university's website.
U.S. regulators are issuing an official recall of Samsung's Galaxy Note 7 phone because of the risk that its batteries can explode. The Department of Transportation is also ordering airline passengers to not bring the phone on planes, unless they keep them turned off. Passengers can't charge them during the flight, and they must disable all applications that could inadvertently activate the phone. Numerous cases have been reported of the phones exploding and catching fire.
New this semester on all Tennessee campuses, it is legal to carry a concealed gun as long as you register it through campus police. We found out what people on our campus think about this change. On July 1st, a new Tennessee law passed allowing professors to carry concealed weapons on university campuses. The law requires faculty and staff to register their gun with campus police before being allowed to carry on campus. We spoke to UTC Chief of Police Robert Ratchford to learn more about the concealed carry law.
They're not required to, and we certainly don't want anybody to play John Wayne or anything should, heaven forbid, a critical incident occur. The handgun itself has to be concealed at all times, and it has to be within arm's reach at all times.
Chief Ratchford also reported that a total of 21 faculty and staff have currently applied to register their weapons with campus police. Students on UTC's campus, including junior McKinday London, have mixed feelings regarding their safety with the new legislation.
It's putting more people's lives in danger than it is protecting, in the way I feel about it.
Professor Chad Harris is one of many faculty members who does not support the concealed carry law.
My recollection was about 80% of faculty members were opposed to this law. So this is not something that faculty asked for.
A list of those faculty and staff who have registered their weapons is not available to the public. If you have any additional questions or concerns, contact UTC Police at 423-425-4357. It's going to be hot today and continuing into the weekend with highs in the 90s. We have a slight chance of rain for Saturday and Sunday, but we will have a better chance of rain on Monday.
We are in the final stretch of a very long presidential campaign. Our Alex McKay was there for the opening of the Trump headquarters in East Brainerd.
As of Saturday, August 20th, Hamilton County had a new residency in the community, Trump headquarters on Gun Barrel Road. The headquarters proudly adorns a red Trump canopy over its door and is stationed in between two older businesses. Operated by the Tennessee Federation of Republican Women, the office is decorated in patriotic attire, and volunteers give out Trump pins, Trump t-shirts, and other accessories. Marcia Yesick, delegate of Donald Trump at the RNC, opened the office right next to her own business, Yesick's Design Center.
We need Trump to take Tennessee, and this is the big voting area of Tennessee. And so my goal was to get as many people involved in this campaign for Donald Trump as possible.
Signs on the walls display the supporters' views of the opposing candidate, Hillary Clinton. National polls show Trump's upward battle of receiving minority votes. However, this has not stopped the traffic flow at the headquarters.
He sees the fact that we need a president who will just take care of the people of the United States of America. He doesn't look at color. He doesn't look at people's faces and, their nationalities and things like that. He is for America first. And so I think that the African American and the Hispanic community will prosper greatly if he gets in there. They need somebody for them. And as we know, it's not been the best 8 years for that population, contrary to what they thought when they started with Obama. I believe that this is bringing excitement to our community. You would just be amazed at the people who are coming in here. It's every day.
You can still register to vote. Forms are available at any library, city hall, or post office. You must register at least 30 days before the November 6th presidential election. And if you are voting for the first time, you have to have a photo ID and you must vote in person.
Jonathan Najar is here with sports, and the football Mocs are on a hot streak.
But we can't take Furman for granted this week, right, Jonathan?
No, we can't, Allie. The Mocs continued their dominance last weekend with a second consecutive shutout victory. UTC defeated Presbyterian 34-0. The Mocs dominated every aspect of the game. UTC outrushed and outpassed Presbyterian. Xavier Borashadi was in the spotlight, hauling in 3 touchdowns and a game-high 168 receiving yards on 3 catches. The Mocs are now 2-0 heading into their matchup with the Citadel tomorrow night. Can the Mocs make it 3 in a row with a victory over Furman? We find out from Calvin Smith.
I'm Calvin Smith with Mocs News. I'm here at Finley Stadium. UTC is 2-0 heading into their start of conference play against an 0-2 Furman team. The Mocs are approaching this week humbly, not overlooking the Paladins.
They may have a little bit of advantage on us just because of the competition that they played. They played 2 excellent football teams, physical football teams, and went toe-to-toe with them. I'm sure they have a lot of confidence right now.
Furman's 0-2 record may not indicate how good this team actually is. They kicked off their season against FBS powerhouse Michigan State.
Michigan State made the college football playoff last season, but Furman played them down to the wire. Furman only gave up 28 points.
Quarterback Alejandro Benefield is looking to keep his connection with wide receiver Xavier Borashadi going strong.
Borashadi had a monstrous game against Presbyterian, tallying 168 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. Borashadi is enjoying a breakout campaign, leading the nation with a whopping 39 yards per reception. Xavier leads the team in receptions, yards, and receiving touchdowns. He'll certainly be a key player in the Mocs conference opener this Saturday.
The Mocs outscored their previous two opponents by a combined score of 100-0. The Mocs bring plenty of momentum into the start of conference play. However, Furman's defense does present a very stout challenge. Watch for big play threat Xavier Borashati, along with other key offensive players such as Derek Crane and quarterback Alejandro Benefield to have big games. The offensive line, led by Corey Levin, must continue their stellar blocking, opening up holes and giving Benefield plenty of time to throw. Kickoff is at 2 o'clock at Furman Stadium this Saturday. This is Calvin Smith with Mocs News.
That's all for sports.
That does it for this edition of Mocs News. Thank you for joining us. Check out our uploaded videos throughout the week on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe.
We air on the UTC TV channel and Housing Channel 2.1. So tune in and have a great weekend from all of us here at Mocs News.
And happy birthday, Kiana!